and but just control. Hi, this is Sandy and Vivi, and we're here to wish everybody a really, really happy Thanksgiving. I'm so honored that you're joining me tonight on the eve before Thanksgiving, when I know everybody is probably going crazy getting their holiday meals together. So I am just going to try to refresh here so I can make sure that everything goes well for our Facebook Live. And Vivi is leaving us now. She's decided she's going on the couch. So you want to get over there, Viv? Go ahead. Vivi, I know you're all penned in there. So anyway, okay, so what I wanted to do tonight was to show you guys some really, really cool, fun, quick ways to start decorating for the holidays. Oh, Vivi's gone on to the couch now. So anyway, for those of you that aren't familiar with Bowdabra, Bowdabra is this amazing tool that lets anybody make hand-tied bows. And I mean anybody, and I mean any kind of bow that you have ever made with, not made, but anything you've ever seen made for a wreath, for a big car bow, for anything. So, first thing that I'm gonna do is take my Bowdabra, and the really cool thing is that there's springs underneath here, which means that my Bowdabra is gonna automatically open to the size that I need, and I don't have to play with it to make that happen. So the first thing that I do is I take my Bowdabra bow wire, I fold it in half and lay it down into my Bowdabra. And you'll see why I fold it in half in a minute. So I'm going to just make a really simple holiday bow. What I've got here are either scraps of ribbon, or you can cut them yourselves and then dovetail the ends. So I'm just going to take this, and to help it shape a little bit better, I'm just going to pinch it here. And then I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to pinch it in the middle and lay that down in here. Then what I've got is I have some other ribbons that match. So I'm taking this ribbon, and again, I'm just going to pinch it right there. And I'm going to take this here and pinch it. So, and I think 2 is enough for that. And then I really like this ribbon, so I'm going to take this pretty green, which isn't dovetailed. So actually, let me use this minute, which if I can find my scissors. Right there. Okay, here's my scissors. And then I'm just going to dovetail by folding it in half and then cutting diagonally towards the fold. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to just, whoops, wrong way. I'm going to just cut it diagonally towards the fold. And that's what we call dovetailing a ribbon. So I'm just going to put this in here, and then I'm going to put this piece in here. And then I have this really pretty green pick, and I'm just going to lay that down in the middle, and I'm going to scrunch that down. Now this bow is awesome for, bear with me for one sec. This bow is totally awesome for a pet present, or for an ornament for your tree, or even as part of a wreath or a centerpiece. Now what I'm doing is folding it, and I'm just tying a knot, and I'm just going to stretch this out here, and just, all I'm doing here is just what I call fluffing the bow, so it looks the prettiest it possibly can. And the one thing that's really important when you're fluffing is remember it's going to end up on a flat surface. So don't drive yourself crazy trying to fluff a bow, because you have to remember it is going to end up on a flat surface. So isn't that, I'm actually going to move these here. So isn't that just so pretty? That is really neat. So now I'm going to go on to my next one, and let's see what we're going to do here. So I'm going to take this piece of gold ribbon.
Wiring.
Oh my gosh, I need the wire. It always happens. I always forget the wire. So this is our Bowdabra Bow Wire. And actually what I want to tell you about the Bowdabra Bow Wire is the fact that this wire is really strong. This is what makes it so special. It's extremely strong, but it's not a cord, it's a wire. It has all of the qualities of a wire. And the reason that this is such an awesome product is with our packaging, our patent. What I've got here is I'm going to show you kind of the deep workings, is we actually have a nylon filament and a wire. Now the wire is extremely thin, which means it would break really easily. But the nylon filament is what gives it its strength. And that's what's so cool with this wire, because you can cut it with a scissor, you can twist it, or you can tie it. And that's what makes it so incredibly awesome. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire and fold it in half. And just in case you don't know, we do have the wire in both silver and gold. Most of the time it doesn't matter what color you use, so I pretty much suggest getting the gold wire because you generally don't see it. So anyway, I'm going to fold this in half and lay this down.
Susan just joined us.
Hi, Susan. And lay this down into my Bowdabra. Susan, do you have a Bowdabra? And so now what I'm going to do is I'll do kind of a scrunchie with this wider ribbon. Or nope, I'm changing my mind. I'm going to, this is what's cool about live, is I can do whatever I want and it doesn't matter. So again, we're going to dovetail, and how you dovetail is to fold it in half and cut up towards the fold. And do this again on the other side. So we're going to fold it in half and cut up towards the fold. So, Jill, can you tell me who else is on so I can say hi?
Well, no,
and then we have
seen any other names.
Just Susan. Wow, I am totally.
Well, we do have a few other people on, but
they're not commenting.
It doesn't say who's.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're remaining anonymous.
Yeah.
Should we take that out? And then we're going to use this. And again, I'm going to dovetail. So we're just, I think I'm going to go this way. So we go in from down to the corner, and that's going to give us our clean dovetail there. We're going to do the same thing on this side, but on this side, I'm going to go from the corner into the fold. So, and it doesn't really matter which way you do it.
Kimberly says, oh, now we've got some comments. Hi, Gail. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Gail. You're so awesome to always be online with me. I really appreciate it. And you guys have to know that Gail is one of our amazing designers. And oh my gosh, you want to definitely follow all of Gail's posts on Bowdabra because she's so creative. And also follow her at Purple Plum and Me. Oh my God, Gail, I hope I'm right. If not, please correct me online. So now I'm going to lay this down here. And I'm going to take another pick, which, let's see. Ooh, I like this gold one. So I'm just going to cut this. And this is what's cool is you can take apart old picks. And now I'm going to take my wand and scrunch it down into my Bowdabra.
She thinks purple hues.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Gail. Purple hues in me, and I should have known that. I need to be punished for not knowing that off the top of my head. But you guys need to go to her site because she has, oh my gosh, I don't even know how she has the creativity she has. So I'm just going to do this. And the cool thing with Bowdabra is with the wire is I can just tie a knot. And here we go. And isn't that pretty? And really, this is just with scrap ribbon. So that's what's so amazing with the Bowdabra is you can use up all your scrap ribbon, your extra stuff, but you can also take fresh new ribbon and make really fun stuff. So,
Jeannie Adams says, hi, I love the Bowdabra.
Oh, Jeannie, hi. Thank you so much. So what are your favorite ways to use the Bowdabra, everybody? I mean, I know how I use it, but I'm always curious how our customers use them.
I like to make jewelry and hair clips with mine because I still love to wear hair bows even though I'm
Cool, Jill.
well into middle age.
So now what I'm going to do is fold this. I mean, Jill does wear hair bows all the time.
I do.
I mean, I've never seen anybody
But
she
an
always
adult
looks
your
cute,
age.
So, and now with the Bowdabra, she's even worse. Jill uses her mini Bowdabra like you would use
Thank
a
you,
straw to
Jeannie.
drink.
Hair bows, yes. Somebody else also is a hair bow lover as much as I am.
So now I have this cool Celebrate It mesh. And mesh is one of the hardest things to use to make a bow. And I think you can buy the Celebrate It brand at Michael's. So the cool thing here is to make a really pretty mesh bow. All I have to do is, oh, whoops, I need to start with my Bowdabra Bow Wire. I have it in here, but I forgot to tell you guys. So I'm folding my Bowdabra Bow Wire in half. And I'm going to lay this down into my Bowdabra.
Yes, Kimberly, and the Bowdabra is great for making special bows for gifts. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, and if you keep watching me on all my Facebook Lives, I'm going to start doing some really cool gift wrapping ideas after probably next week or the week after. So
for those of us that are gift wrapped inept.
and the thing is that I'll show you all the tips because I didn't know if you guys know this about me, but years ago, how I started even involved with the Bowdabra is that years ago, I had a corporate gift business. And from that corporate gift business, we had to wrap hundreds of thousands of gifts. And one of the things I realized is a lot of people don't know how to gift wrap. So I have some really neat tips and tricks, and over the next couple weeks, so remember, on the West Coast, I'm live at 5 every Wednesday on Facebook, and the same thing every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on the East Coast. So what I wanted to let you guys know is if you have any questions about gift wrapping, please put them down here in the comment section, and I'll make sure that I get those covered in the next couple of weeks to help you make all of your gift wrapping the envy of all your friends, because that's the goal here.
Yes, Kimberly, Christmas is coming and seemingly faster than I can believe.
Oh my gosh, it'll be here so fast. So anyway, so now I'm gonna just lay my mesh. And the cool thing with the mesh is because it's the same on both sides, all I'm doing is folding it back and forth and scrunching it in. So basically the thing you have to remember when you're using mesh is fold and scrunch. And the mesh wants to pop out, so just be aware. So we're gonna fold and scrunch, and then I'm gonna end this here. And now I'm gonna go to, I have some really pretty green mesh. And again, this is Celebrate It that I got at Michael's. So I'm just going to push this in here and fold it back and forth. And I'm just gonna make a little bit smaller bow in here. And then that's all I'm gonna do on this one. I'm gonna cut that. And then to add a little bit more depth, I'm gonna take my red mesh, which I put somewhere, and now I don't even remember where I put it. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. So now I'm just gonna take a little piece of my red mesh. I'm gonna cut it right here. Oops. And I'm going to do a little scrunchy bow right in the middle. And because sometimes the ends of the mesh will fray, what I'm gonna do is just tuck it under, put that in, and then scrunch it. Let me show you again what I just did. I just tucked this under, put it in, and scrunch it down. And then I'm going to take my Bowdabra wand, and I am holding this down because the mesh wants to keep popping out. So we're just gonna scrunch everything down. And, whoops, stuck on the bottom there. And now I'm going to pull my 2 ends through the slip knot, hold my Bowdabra bow down really tight, pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. That way, when I pull it out, I'm not having to really worry about holding on to my bow. So
and
now,
it's not all coming apart. And
pardon?
then it's not all coming apart.
Exactly.
All like the one that you were saying.
Exactly. So I'm just going to cut the ends here. Yeah. Whoops. We're just kind of pulling it all just to sort of clean it up. And you have a really, really pretty bow that, whoops, we're going to cut that.
Oh, so you're cutting the fray ends, not the Bowdabra wire ends, right?
No, I'm cutting the fray ends right now. Just to sort of clean it up. And then you have a great bow that you can put on a present, on a tree, on a wreath, whatever you like. That's what's so cool about Bowdabra is it's so versatile. So
That is great, Sandy.
it is so much fun. So now we will go to another bow. Oh, this is really fun. So now I'll kind of clean up my little spot here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scrunchy ribbon, and I'm going to, actually I think I'm going to use my gold scrunch. Now just so you guys know, we are now selling the golden red scrunch. If it's not on the website yet, it will definitely be up on the website this weekend. So I have my scrunchy ribbon, and everybody has been asking me where they can get it, and I'm excited to say that we now have it in stock, so it's so fun. So anyway, I'm going to fold my wire in half and lay that down into the Bowdabra and tuck that underneath, just so it stays out of the way. Then what I'm going to do is put my
ornament inside the
Bowdabra. And I'm just going to scrunch my scrunchy ribbon down and take my wire and pull it through and pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and I'm just going to go through the center here and tie it off. And I'll knot it to make sure that it stays in place.
Look at those hands go.
And then you have this really cute, oh, I have to cut my Bowdabra bow wire. And then you have a really cute little addition to a store-bought ornament. So you can dress up a plain ornament, one that's a little decorated like this, but this was a really inexpensive ornament, and I just wanted to add a little something to it. So now,
Give it as a teacher's gift.
And then now what I'm going to do is do a really pretty scrunchy bow. And hold you, bear with me for 1 sec. Okay, so let's see. So do you guys have some plans for Thanksgiving? If you are going to be cooking for Thanksgiving, let me know and put down in the comments below what you're going to be cooking for your holiday meal. Or what your favorite dish is for Thanksgiving. I know mine is stuffing. I love stuffing.
Stuffing my jeans.
So I'm just going to scrunch this in here. And then I'm going to add some red scrunch.
This stuff is the coolest, and it is possible to wrap a small gift with it as well, as I just found out.
Yeah, you can. You can, like, what we actually did was wrap the hair bow tool with this scrunch as well. So it's kind of cool, and I've had some videos in the past where I've actually wrapped things with ribbon, which I think is the coolest way. It's just a really unique way to wrap. And we will definitely do some cool gift wrapping ideas over the next couple weeks on our Facebook Live. So make sure you guys tune in. And definitely write in the comments if you have any questions about gift wrapping or decorating that you want me to address in future Facebook Lives.
Actually, Cindy is on, and she wants to know if there will be any Cyber Monday specials.
Yes, there will. We have the best Cyber Monday ever. We're going to be offering 100-yard Bowdabra Bow Wire free when you buy one. So that is an amazing deal. Buy one, get one free of the 100-yard Bowdabra Bow Wire. And we're doing it with the gold because the gold is our most popular.
And that lasts a very long time.
The wire does, yes. So now I'm just going to pull this through the slip knot, again, like we do with every bow. Pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. And we're going to bring this around to the back and then tie it off. Now, we also have Thanksgiving specials going on, so please keep checking Bowdabra.com and join our mailing list to make sure that you find out about all our specials, because we will be letting our members know sooner than anybody else. So anybody that's on our mailing list, you're going to find out the fastest. Now here, I have a really, really cute scrunchy bow. Now this is perfect on top of a present. What I will normally do, and I don't have a present here, so we'll just pretend the mini Bowdabra is our present. So I will take some ribbon, and I mean, whatever the ribbon is. Here I'm using the Bowdabra, the scrunchy ribbon, and I'm just going to tie a knot here. And I promise I'll do this in the gift wrapping section. We'll do more of this. And then what I'm going to do is find the center where my wire is. So I can just take this and tie it around that center. And now you have your tails, but now your bow is like a part of the gift and it doesn't stand up. So I find that that is the absolute best way to attach a bow to a gift. So, I'm going to need that mini Bowdabra.
You just cut it off.
I'm just going to have to cut this pretty package up. But you can see how easy that is and how pretty that bow looks. So now I'm going to do some more pulling.
She does it so swiftly. I just admire that.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, is there a question?
Justine says, awesome.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Kathy says, so pretty.
Thank you. And you guys have no clue how much fun this is for me to do. I waited so long to do Facebook Live because even though I do video all the time, I was kind of intimidated by the live. Well, I was like really intimidated by doing the live, but I decided to just go for it. And now I cannot say how much I appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching and how much fun it is for me to like do so many demos for you. So I just thank you guys so much. So what I want to do, just in case for people who tuned in kind of later, I'm going to show, oh yeah, Vivi's with me. Can Vivi show up on the camera without the lights?
Yeah, her little nose.
Not really.
Out.
Yeah, a little, okay.
We got some thumbs up. Love watching.
So now I'm going to do, okay, this will be really fun. Now we all have, you know, everybody has their holiday decorating, and I don't know what your color scheme will be, so I'm not going to even begin to guess. But now I'm going to make a total
it's getting
mess
so creative these days. You could have like turquoise Christmas colors, or
you know, there is. It's really funny. Old fashioned is beautiful, but you can make your own trend. And I've seen seashell Christmas trees with like bows with seashells in them. I've seen like beautiful with greens and purples and reds. And then wonderful silver and gold as kind of a plain, like a really traditional but high end.
Creams and gold.
So
Jamie is on, and she loves her Bowdabra, and she's actually using it right now.
Oh my gosh, so cool! I wish there were a way for me to do like show you on our Facebook Live doing it.
What are you making, Jamie? Because I know I was making those tree topper wreaths and.
Okay, so here what I'm doing is I'm folding the Bowdabra Bow Wire in half and laying that down into the Bowdabra.
Just saying, using.
And then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to stick my garland right into the Bowdabra. And then I'm going to take my silver Bowdabra scrunchy ribbon, and I'm going to take some of my gold and scrunchy ribbon.
Hair bows for a craft fair. Oh, that's
oh my God, how cool! Is it a local craft fair that you're doing? Scrunch. Oh no, sorry, I wanted to use the gold first.
What are you making? Just saying.
Now I'm going to scrunch this in here. Silver. And the thing about this is when I'm doing scrunchy bows, I'm really bad at measuring. In other words, it doesn't really matter, except it looks like I ran out of my gold scrunchy ribbon. So
I have another one if you want to just...
No, it's okay. We're good. I'll just use red. Why not? So I'm going to use red because it really, you know, it's whatever colors you like. There is absolutely no right or wrong way to make a Bowdabra scrunchy bow.
Well, I like the red. I like how it pops.
Okay, so now I'm going to put this down in here, and I'm going to bring this around, pull my two ends through my slip knot, hold everything down in the Bowdabra, whoops, pull it really, really tight, and separate the ends, and bring it around to the back, and I'm just going to tie a knot. And you can do this on a greenery, or this one is kind of a polypropylene, plastic-ish.
Yes, whatever your pleasure.
So, isn't that pretty? And then we can keep going on. And now let's say I wanted to put a regular bow in the middle. I'll take some more of my gold. Actually, I'm using silver on this because it's silver, so take the silver Bowdabra Bow Wire. But honestly, it won't matter because you're not even going to see the wire. It's going to be hidden. So I'm just going to fold it in half.
It looks like it will just probably blend in with all that tinsel.
And lay it down. And now I'm going to just take this little piece of scrap that I have, and I'm just going to scrunch that down. And just for a really pretty finished end, I'm going to fold it there and scrunch it down. Now, just to show you again what I did is to make the ends really finished, I just folded them before I put them in the Bowdabra, and then I'm folding it again and scrunching it and just kind of twisting it a little bit as I do it. And then what I'm going to do is I have these pieces cut, but I want to make them a little bit smaller. So I'm going to dovetail the ends. And again, dovetailing the ends is just like this. And just for anybody that doesn't know, we do our Facebook Lives every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. East Coast time. And I will be showing you all kinds of gift wrapping tips and bow making tips for decorating all the way through the end of the year. And of course, we'll be doing the rest of the year too. But I'm really focusing on holiday decorating right now. So I just made that one in the middle. So now, what colors do I have? Red and green. So now I'm over here digging for my picks. And we have some gold, obviously. So I'm just going to take my gold here. They're just like ends of beads that I just kind of cut off.
Oh yeah, it's like
laying
those
those in
bead necklace things that we just cut up for little doodads.
And then
my technical term for what was stuff in the Bowdabra. I'm just kidding.
So I'm just going to cut that, put this piece in, put this piece in, and that piece in. And I'm just going to now find my wand, which I'm always losing, and scrunch everything down. And I actually think I need one more gold that I'm going to put in this way. And I'm going to bring this up and put it through. and tie it really tight. Separate the ends, bring it around to the back. And then what I could have done and should have done, and I'm just going to twist it. You can also, if you twist it enough times, that will hold it. That's what's kind of nice about the wire, is you don't always have to make a bow. So now you have this and this, and isn't that like the cutest little bow? And just made out of scraps. And then what I can do is I could tie that also onto my wreath, or onto a present, or whatever you want. So does anybody have any other questions or anything that you want to see me make? Okay, we will keep going with my projects. So, okay, now I'm going to take a big piece of of mesh. And what I'm going to do here is take my Bowdabra Bow Wire and fold it in half. And this wire I'm going to cut a little bit longer because I want to be able to because this is going to be a really big bow, and I'm just kind of going to clear off my table because I'm going to bring in some, actually no, we'll do this. I keep changing my mind.
Carol says she uses her Bowdabra all the time. Currently, she's using it for her son's wedding, and she loves your tips.
Thank you, Carol. Just make sure you keep asking me any tips you have for wedding ideas. And we'll definitely have to talk about pew bows. When is your son getting married?
And Kimberly would like to know how you would add a hair tie. That's actually pretty easy, I think.
Okay, I have to do a hair bow, but when I can get to it, I'll definitely show you how to do it. So I can show you even on a big bow, even though you're not going to use it. So all I'm doing is scrunching my mesh, and then again, I'm going to do that same trick of folding it over. So it's folded over here, and then I'm just going to kind of scrunch it down so that all of the ends of the mesh aren't popping out. Then what I'm going to do is take, I thought I had a roll of...
And we have a question. What is the difference between a dovetail and a pigeon tail?
The honest truth, I don't know. I would have to Google it. They're probably the same thing, but I'm not 100% sure. So here what I'm going to do is I want to show you how to make a regular bow. So I'm going to just put this in and twist it. And when you twist, this ribbon is actually the same on both sides. So technically I don't have to twist it, but I find that when you twist, in the end, when you go to shape your bow, it's easier to shape. But when you're using a ribbon that has two different sides, you want to make sure that the wrong side is always on the inside of your, ribbon loop. The inside of your loop. So in other words, as I fold this, if this were the wrong side, I would want to make sure that it's on the inside of my loop. Now, as you can see, I'm going to end this here, but I'm going to grab my Bowdabra wand so that I can scrunch it down. And
December 9th is the big day. Pew bows for sure.
Awesome. So are you doing a holiday theme or a traditional theme? Or a rustic theme? Cut that there. And again, you see that because of the mesh and the lot that I have in there, I've left my Bowdabra wand in to just hold everything down while I get whatever else I want to add to this. So I have, this is a really pretty pick. So I'm going to just take this pick, and I have to shape out the pick though before I put it into the Bowdabra. Because most of the time when you buy a pick at the store, it's not exactly the way you want it. So you can always shape it however you want. It doesn't have to be exactly the way it comes out of the package. So now I'm going to just, whoops, I gotta take my wand out. I have to put this down in here. And again, one more time, I'm gonna just throw my wand in. And now I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and pull that through the slip knot. And I'm gonna hold my pick down because I don't want the pick to go in any odd direction. I wanna make sure it stays where it's supposed to. And I'm going to just pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. I'm gonna separate my ends, bring it out of the Bowdabra, bring the wire around to the back, and I'm not gonna knot it yet. I'm just gonna tie it. Then I'm going to come back here and shape it however I want. And now I have my pick, which I'm going to just make sure comes in the front of all the ribbon. And just going to kind of shape all of my loops. And there you have it. And how simple is that? And it's a mesh I love working with because it's really inexpensive. It's a pain in the butt normally to work with. But in the Bowdabra, it has a really beautiful look and it's not very costly. So a little bit goes a long way. So now,
Leah says it looks very pretty.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So Leah, do you have a Bowdabra already?
Thumbs up.
Okay, so now I'm taking my Bowdabra bow wire, folding it in half. Oh, we had a question about hair bow.
Vicky loves her Bowdabra, and Carol says church is decorated with Christmas, but I am using gold fluttered ribbon.
Oh, yum! That just sounds like so pretty.
And they say I have to attach the bow to the pew with netting tool.
Oh, okay, that would be pretty.
And Michelle says that's gorgeous.
Thank you. Now I'm just finding some ribbon to make a hair bow with. Okay, this looks about like a good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just going to make a really simple little bow. So what I did is I measured, but I really didn't. So we're faking this, but I just want to answer your question.
Glittered, not fluttered, sorry.
What I'm doing here is I've folded my my ribbon in half, and so I know kind of where the center is. So now I'm doing what we call a mountain up, and this is just going to go right down in here. And actually, I didn't need to fold it. I'm thinking of doing a different bow, and I'm not doing that right now. So I'm just going to scrunch that down in here, and I'm going to pinch the middle here, scrunch it down, and I'm going to do the same thing that I always do with every bow that I make. I'm going to take this and pull it through a slip knot. And then I'm going to bring it around to the back. And I'm going to tie a knot. And now to put it onto a ponytail holder, or did you want to put it onto a ponytail holder or a barrette or a hairband? Was there a request for one certain way? I'm not sure, but right now I'm going to show you putting it onto a ponytail holder.
Oh yeah, it's for her granddaughter's soccer team. They're around 16.
Yeah, definitely ponytail holder. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to just keep this here, and while it's on the back, I'm going to just, I think I'm going to just tie a knot here, and that's going to hold it. And then what I like to do, because I think it looks really pretty, is I can take, we have too much wire there, so I'm going to cut that here. But what I can do is take this, and it's better around a pencil than your finger, but we're going to I don't have a pencil right here, so we're using my finger, because a pencil will make it much tighter. And if I do that with my finger, it won't come off my finger, as you can see. So, but it'll give you a really pretty, the wire makes a really pretty decoration on the front, but not here because I didn't use a pencil. So I apologize, but we tried. And then if you're tying it onto a clip, you just put the clip here and wrap the wire around the clip and then tie it off. Or you can use, and then I would suggest using a glue gun and taking a piece of this and putting it around. You want to take a thinner piece of ribbon and put it around and then use a glue gun, and then you have a totally finished bow here. And if you go to bowdabrablog.com, again, that's bowdabrablog.com, and you double check, and you, in the search hair bows or headbands, and we have so many projects up there that some of them are videos that I've done, some of them are videos our designers have done, and then we also have step-by-step projects. So there will be so many ideas for you. So I hope that helps out.
Kimberly says thank you.
My pleasure. So we're just getting ready to kind of wrap up. I definitely will be here next week, but I'm going to finish with one more bow in the big Bowdabra. And let's see, what am I going to do? We'll just show, I'm just going to show, because I don't think that I did yet, I'm going to just show a basic bow. So I'm going to grab about 3 yards, I don't know how much I grabbed, whatever, of ribbon. And then what I'm going to do is, because I haven't talked to you guys about tails yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon here, and I'm not totally measuring this. I'm just thinking about how long I want them to be. And a lot of this can be done totally just in your head, whatever looks right. That's kind of the really cool thing with Bowdabra. Now, here I'm going to, again, dovetail. So I'm going from the folded to the corner. And then on the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go from the folded to the corner.
Terry.
Hi, Terry. Which Terry is this?
Sproul?
Terry Sproul. Oh my gosh, are you feeling okay? I heard you were really sick.
Okay, so that's the first piece there.
So that's the first piece. And then I'm going to start really close, because I don't have to measure my tails, because already I have my tails in there. So I'm just going to do a quick twist. And it's probably really hard to see on the camera, but there is a right side and a wrong side to this ribbon. So I'm going to twist, and then I'm going to come back here and fold, twist, and push. And that's really all you're doing in the Bowdabra, is fold, twist, and push. And I'm just kind of eyeing the size of my loops on each side so that they stay pretty much the same. And actually, I'm noticing that one's a little bit smaller. So here we go. So, and I'm just going to fold, twist, and push. And I'm going to fold, twist, push. So it's really, really, really simple. So it's just a fold, I think. That's the thing with live. It never works exactly how you want it. Then twist and push. And again, I'm going to fold, twist, and push. So it's really simple. Fold, twist, and push. And I'm just going to keep going till I run out of ribbon. And fold, twist, and push. And now I'm going to go right here, and I'm just going to take my Bowdabra wand and scrunch everything in there. Then I'm going to take this pretty red ribbon. Now this one also is 2 different sizes. So I mean 2 different sides. Thank you, Jill. And I'm going to twist it here. Now because I have more loops on this side because of where my ribbon ended, I'm going to start with a loop, because I think I have 3, 6, and I only have 5 on this side. So I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to scrunch this in here, and then I'm going to fold here, and I'm going to make these loops a little bit smaller. I'm going to twist. I'm going to come back, and again, I'm going to twist so that here's the wrong side of my ribbon, and now when I fold it back, we're going to have the right side of the ribbon. Now, everybody likes to have, or not everybody, but people ask me a lot. Oh no, I need to do one more loop. Okay, hold on. And twist. And then people like to have that little floral loop in the center. And all you do with the floral loop is you just make a real little, usually about half the size, and just fold it in. And I'm going to take my Bowdabra wand, scrunch that down here, and I'm going to take my silver Bowdabra Bow Wire, because if you do see it, you have the beautiful silver there. I'm going to pull the ends through here, hold it down while it's still in the Bowdabra, Pull it really, really tight. That's why we have this wire that's so strong, but that's also a wire. You pull it out, and you can see you're not struggling with your bow if you do that in the Bowdabra. I'm gonna bring this around to the back, and I'm gonna tie it, but I'm not gonna knot it yet because the bow's so thick, I wanna shape it out by just pulling the loops in different directions.
Hi, Wanda. Thank you for joining us.
And hi, Wanda. And then I'm just going to do like a little loop here and a loop here. And now I'm going to scrunch it. So you have your little floral loop in the center. And that can be as big or as small depending on the size of your bow. And this. And I know there are stores that sell these for a lot of money, but you can make these yourself and you see how quick it is in the Bowdabra. And we have all of our loops, and there you go. And I think that is a wonderful way to finish off today's Facebook Live. So I just want to thank everybody so much, you guys, for being here. And I want to wish all of you and your families an absolutely wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for being here.